So the video's officially started. We'll refresh one more time. We're gonna adjust our volume. I'm gonna start our recording early. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, welcome. Chat, this is your chance to say hi to YouTube early for once. You guys have a whole minute to trash talk YouTube back and forth. And YouTube, feel free to hop into the comments, talk shit to chat. Talk to the nerds. In case you're curious, I refer to them as hive minds. That's what chat actually is. Apologies, I'm eating breakfast at the moment. Those of you guys are watching over on YouTube, if it's morning for you guys, you know, good morning. I'm here to make fun of you guys. If Phil can behave in chat and not be a complete downer, no one else has any excuse. Because if anyone's been burned about this game, like absolutely burned, only getting burned with hype, is this man. Like he's the only one that's been around longer than me. One of the few, actually, not the only one. One of the few. All right, there we go. Sorry, chat, I add some more sugar in my coffee. Yes, I have sugar in my coffee. Yes, I'm a child who drinks coffee. Leave me alone. My phone or my watch just reminded me to do my PSO2 dailies. All right, should be starting up right about now. Rise of a Goblin Slayer character, you get used to it. There it is. All right, friends, let's do it. What do we got? Everyone shut up, Peter's on.
To NGS headline.
Hello everyone, it's 9 p.m. So let's get
No, it's
started
not.
with NGS Headline. I'm the host of this show, Hiro Arai, the official NGS navigator. Here to bring you the latest info on NGS.
Yo, Hero needs a haircut. His hair's getting long.
Now that you've had a bit of time with the new Slayer class, how did you like it?
Hero, everyone
Haven't
loves
tried it
Slayer.
yet? I encourage you to give it a test drive.
Literally everyone play it.
Gunblade's rapid combo attacks are really satisfying to use. The NGS second anniversary event is currently underway.
I mean, that's pretty mid.
The second round of events starting tomorrow. We've got a variety of projects and campaigns for you, so be sure to join us. Once again, this program is to inform players about the present and future of SEGA's online RPG, PSO2 New Genesis, or NGS for short, with info on current operations, future updates, campaigns, and more. This is a pre-recorded broadcast. If you would like to watch it in Japanese, you can check it out on the Japanese NGS YouTube channel.
I'm gonna be quiet for the first part of this because I'm gonna be eating some stuff in my face slightly.
Let's move
Unless
on
something
to the
insane
update
pops up.
you've all been waiting for.
Oh shit, the hot information, boys. Let's go.
NGS Hot Information. First off, I'd like to share some info on the May updates. Let's start with a video.
Ooh, more revivals. Okay, what we got? Nothing too interesting. Some accessories. Kind of snore. Okay, so motion changes that we've had for a while. So players that have been jumping into the game, people that started for Slayer, now have the opportunity to get some of these without basically breaking their bank. That's cool. This basically isn't for me, essentially. This is just filler. We expected this. Yo, but these rappies are sick though. I like these rappies a lot. Is this the urgent? Anniversary urgent? I guess. Arcs record for STH radios. Okay. Okay, so what's this? Designer dreams. Aren't these the item contest winner outfits? This just reminds me of the one that didn't win. Dude, that type 1 outfit sucks. No offense to the guy who made it. I know it's trash. I'm sorry. The cast parts are good though. The proportions need to be worked on a bit. I feel like with the right proportions, those cast parts could look sick. But yeah, that type 1 outfit's kind of dumb. Sorry. Again, no offense to the guy who made it. I don't like it at all. Oh, those eyes are awesome. Nice, then. Oh shoot, Monomate idol, let's go. Yo, a proper slide. SG ticket items. Oh, they're bringing back some of these. Hydra idol, true. Bet you I have to use my my flex idol. I can't change from it. Yo, the something's not right Glenn stamp. That might be the best stamp, chat. Oh shoot, this might be the proper idol. Always tired. Really, they bring this out right after they bring out another one that's specific to completing the dual quest. It's hilarious. And then Labyrinth Link too. Okay. Another one. What's this? Wait, no way. They didn't. Oh no, it's the, yeah, it's this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, that sucks. Yeah, these are ass. I thought they brought back the other one, or they brought out the other one from the other thing. Almost. These are all ass. I mean, the type 2 ones are pretty good. The sporty ones are good. Those shorts are cool, but of course type 2 only, because, you know, fuck me, I guess. Unfortunate. Well, there's not a single part of any of these scratches I care about. Other than the Hydrate idol. Oh no. Riding a drone. Oh no, a crouch idol? Uh-oh. Chad, I might have to get the crouch, but the crouch doesn't look... Yeah, till I'm awake. Uh-huh. So far, real talk, pretty mid. Okay, at least it's a boss rush. No, there are regular enemies. Okay. This is just the anniversary from last year, dude. That's disappointing. That's pretty lame. But this is the same quest. Well, I can tell you right now, it is not always a good thing that they repeat things from base PSO2, because that's a base PSO2 move. It's just the same thing from last year with slightly different rewards. So yeah, anniversary event's lame.
What did you think? Let me walk you through the
Only thing added in is the quartz dragon.
Let's start with this. We've also got 2 Revival AC scratch tickets dropping on May 1st.
Yeah, that was cold information for sure.
Popular past motion changes, hairstyles, and more are making a comeback in Reminiscence Collection May 2023. Scratch count bonuses include the return of Brash's Anima ears, ear covering
It feels like
extensions,
filler for sure, yeah.
and more. Dress up your weapon with one of the PSO2 spec weapon camo re-releases in Weapon Camo Collection May 2023. Scratch count bonuses will give you another shot to pick up weapon stealthing and Ophistia Lightblade.
Yeah, South Coast everyone was really happy to be you.
Bonuses for both scratch tickets include a Mastery 4S augment capsule, so be sure to check them out. The second half of the NGS second anniversary
Yeah, the anniversary that's kind of ass.
starts on May 10th.
I'm sure the rewards will be good,
Sammy's seasonal
and those will
points
definitely be
exchange
worth,
shop.
but the actual event itself is meh.
For extra dual quest boost augment capsules, and a wider variety will be available.
Yeah, all of them are there. Nice.
Plus, you'll be able to trade in more NGS second SP scratch tickets. In addition, Tai Tai's Speku Rappy, the grand award winner of the Rappy Design Contest, will appear in-game to commemorate the second anniversary
The
of
Specu Rappy
NGS.
is cool. And the 24 limited is
They
cool.
have a unique appeal, so see if you can track some down.
Too bad it doesn't really
Arts
matter.
will also be held during the period. This time, it will be for Stia's 3 Trainia, rank 2 solo for all classes. Put your skills to the test. And we've got the limited time quest, a Wasteland Interception, available for 1 week only. This 24-player quest features back-to-back battles with the urgent quest boss enemies Dustelvera and Renisvera. They've been upgraded to Megalotics, so watch out for their hard-hitting attacks. Completing the quest will net you seasonal points, augment capsules designed to give you a boost in dual quests, and required items to unlock potential level 6.
Cool.
The
That's what
8-star
I expected.
rarity Revita weapon series will also drop, so log in with 23 of your closest friends and stomp these boss enemies together.
Okay, let's be for real. Most people don't have
We'll
23
a
close
limited
friends
time
on
title to
PSO2.
coincide with this limited time
Let's be
quest.
for real. Let's just spam Dedge.
You can earn star gems and the title
Friends,
Fresh
Keck where?
Rats.
Where?
We're also adding special daily tasks, weekly
It says
tasks,
you and 23 of your
limited
friends.
time tasks, with NGS
So 24 total.
SP scratch tickets as rewards. In the limited time task, earn seasonal points.
We're talking a lot through this because there's
You can
really not a
earn
whole
the
lot.
recently introduced minerals photon
It's
chunks
only
2A
24 if you like
and
yourself.
2B as rewards.
Yeah,
Now
we
is your
figured
chance
this.
to score some sweet loot. So get yourself an ice cream and get busy grabbing those seasonal points.
Yeah, this is a vehicle for things we already
Next
needed.
up, the new
So,
AC
this isn't really
scratch
exciting. This is what we
Designer
expected.
Dreams, May
Dude.
2023.
This outfit on here, right?
This
This is
ticket
ass.
includes the first group of
I'm sorry,
items
this
from
sucks.
the
Compared to some of the
winning
options we
entries
had.
to the PSO2 10th
it's
anniversary
just-
item design contest.
Okay, let me not call it that. It's not ass. It's just it's a very specific look that only works for this one look. Which, as you guys know, I despise those outfit types.
Alternate versions of the slide dash motion changes included in the scratch ticket prizes. So dash over and grab them before they slide away. Although it wasn't in the video, to celebrate the second anniversary of
This
NGS,
looks usable.
we're
Pepe
showing our
hell.
thanks
Shut
with
up.
the Revival AC scratch ticket, second anniversary thankful.
Again,
coming May 10th.
nothing that's directed
It's
towards me.
full of
Don't really care.
popular PSO2 spec accessories, hairstyles, and emotes. In addition, the ticket-only version of Second Anniversary Thankful, which can only be drawn from tickets obtained during the scratch ticket release period, will be available at the same time. The prize lineup is identical to that of the Second Anniversary Thankful, excluding the scratch count bonus. Items available from this scratch ticket, including those in the ticket version, are eligible for AC recycle in NGS blocks. Starting May
We've
17th,
relented
new items
too
will
much.
be added to
Shut
the
up.
SG Scratch Ticket Refined Form May 2023. The Arcs Blazer, the top-ranked item in the survey regarding item remakes,
I don't know how
will be
that's a
available
thing.
in NGS specs. The hot prizes include avatar items related to the Type 2 Arcs Blazer, for which the win rate will be doubled. The scratch count bonus will also feature a motion change, motion idle, wiping away sweat, so keep an eye out for that too.
It's all SG stuff, so this doesn't really matter. This is all free.
Being added. Items related
Maybe
to
JP top rank? No, it was top
item
ranked.
remakes will no longer be available after the next update, so be sure not to miss out.
It was top ranked from our survey too.
The Mission Pass NGS Season 20 offers 2 accessories.
Should currently 30 different ways my Soaring Blade Bouncer is in that tool. I mean, I could, but it is Papago's fuck.
Of the motion change, motion glide defensive, as well as the new mag form D Alwing.
This thinks you spend your money.
Also,
I don't know what game you think you're playing.
For the Geometric Labyrinth will start on the same day, May 17th.
Yeah, it's a mag.
It will be available for Rank 2 solo for all classes. All you have to do to participate is partake in the eligible content during the period. So join on in and grab your reward.
If you can't complete Dual Quest, you can get this mag instead.
On May 24th, the NGS 2nd anniversary event will start to wind down. First, although not introduced in the video or the slides, Shiemi's seasonal points exchange shop will be getting a final update, where she'll be stocking special accessories and a color variation of the motion change, motion glide airboard B. In addition, the number of
motion glide. Okay,
NGS
cool.
second SP scratch tickets and augment capsules effective for dual quests will be added. We also have a limited time quest, Dazzling Chaos Suppression Op 2023. This is a renewed version of the quest of the same name that was available for a limited time in the past. Last time, only Elio and Retum enemies joined the fight, but this time, Kavaris and Stia enemies will
You know
be
what?
coming as backup,
At least they
making
said
the
it.
quest even more lively. As before,
At least they admitted
Raptors
it's
will
the
be
same
joining
quest.
to cheer for you along the way.
I'll give
Killer
them that.
packs will fall after the boss enemy is defeated. And
Thank
resplendent
God we're
next
not under a
awaits you at
delusion
the
it's
end
not
of
the same quest.
What's more, this time, Quartz Skodin, which is usually encountered only in Newsome Plant, is guaranteed to make an appearance.
Okay, that's cool.
At the end of the quest, as in the previous one, Captain may also grace us with their presence, so keep playing for a chance to meet them. You'll also get seasonal points when you complete the quest, as well as star gems and the limited time title Lush Spring. You'll be able to snap up items required to unlock potential level 6 and the 8-star rarity Revita weapon series. Furthermore, augment capsules that are effective in dual quests are more likely to drop. During this period, special daily and limited time tasks will also be available, so you'll have a chance to get even more NGS second SP scratch tickets. Play every day so you don't miss out on those scratch tickets.
Cool.
Finally,
God, this is a
we are
letdown.
pleased to introduce the new AC scratch ticket, Soul of the Wild.
Bro,
Go wild.
those
with
shorts are
animal-like
sick.
outfits, sporty street style
Those shoes are
swimsuits,
concerning.
and the adorable posing emote.
Why is it type 2 only? This is dumb.
Bonus will include an alternate
That's
version
kinda cool,
of
but this is
driving
dumb.
the drone motion changes included in the
That's
scratch
cool.
ticket prizes. So keep an
That's
eye out
dumb.
for those as well.
Just,
That's all
Why?
for the May update info.
why?
Next up, today we have more news on the NGS Ultra Evolution update.
Alright, so what is this gonna be, man?
In June,
What is this gonna be?
focusing mainly on the creative space. And I would like to share this information with all of you through a
Alright, so what we got for
video
creative
message
spaces?
from Mr. Kimura, the series producer of this game.
What else is going on with creative spaces?
Please enjoy.
I feel like we saw everything, basically, so I'm curious to see what the hell else could they possibly show us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yuya Kimura from SEGA.
Whoa, hold on.
I am the series producer for Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. I would like to thank all the ARC's operatives for
Producer?
playing NGS. Thanks to all of you, NGS will soon celebrate its 2nd anniversary. When NGS first launched, The game had a significant number of bugs due to the transition from PSO2.
Yes, it did.
And suffered from a distinct lack of content, both of which were a source of concern and inconvenience to everyone involved.
Yep, these are things that happened.
In particular, it took a long time to resolve the lack of content.
This is also a thing.
We were finally able to complete the release of the 4 regions, their related stories, and the 18 weapon categories from PSO2 that had been planned since the launch of NGS. To be perfectly frank, we started NGS with the assumption that we would be able to deliver regions, weapons, and classes to you at a faster pace. However, once we started, we found that we had more difficulty than expected.
This is exactly what I said! Holy shit!
PSO2, a setup rarely seen in other online games. We also had unforeseen delays in the development of open fields and high-end graphics, where we suffered from a lack of experience. And while we course-corrected as needed based on users' reactions to daily updates and operations, we continue to develop the content that was originally planned. It has been 2 years of constant trial and error.
It is. It's trial and error.
Although this situation came about by being overly optimistic,
Because it was optimistic.
players understand that we have been working diligently for the past 2 years to improve NGS and to make it more enjoyable to play.
As much as you want to say that a 2-year beta wouldn't have been good, people would have said release the game.
Regarding how NGS is managed, Hiro Arai and the rest of the PR and management staff are in charge of relaying new information to players, while the developers, myself included, focus on game development and keeping up to speed on the reactions and opinions of players. There will be no big changes in our strategy going forward, but I wanted to take this opportunity to speak to everyone because, as I mentioned, we have now completed the release of the main content of NGS planned since its inception.
I feel like they're saying the NGS just came out.
I wanted to express my gratitude to everyone again.
So for those of you guys who are like, it should have stayed in beta, it basically has been
this opportunity
for the past 2 years.
With you directly an overview of the new NGS with a focus on the creative space, which is scheduled to release in June under the tentative title of Ultra Evolution Update.
Of the new NGS with a focus on creative space.
Without further ado, let's move on to a video.
All right, what you got for me? What's up? Okay, what's this mean? Update on the creative space. I mean, we knew this was coming. What's changing here? Oh, yeah, you're right. They're showing furniture. That's cool. Can you adjust the size of furniture? Well, you link parts. Wait, hold on. You can... Hold on. You can use connect. They're going real in depth with this. You can build element. People are going to make entire functions. People are going to make games out of this. I'm gonna get locked in rooms, chat, forever. They're gonna make their own races. They're gonna make their own races. Fortnite arc, basically. I guess when I said, what is there possible more for them to show with creative spaces, that they give it to us. People are gonna make escape rooms. Yeah, I'm gonna get locked in escape rooms over and over again. I'm never gonna leave, chat. There's just gonna be escape rooms. Create escape rooms for me. Make content. You can swing in here? Hold on. Yeah, people are literally gonna make... Okay, this is smart, because then people can make their own races, and then the game devs don't have to make races anymore. They can focus on the other shit. People are never gonna leave their rooms. You know, honestly, I said that what is there more to show in creative spaces, and I was wrong. So, you know what? More power to you. This is literally Warframe Dojos. It really is, honestly. It's Warframe Dojos without being as restricted on the rooms that are used, because Warframe Dojos require specific rooms. Oh my god, you can... Holy shit, it's Portal. Chat, it's Portal. It's co-op. Co-op, dude. This is why they got rid of CM. Chat. CM died for this. It's an escape room for sure. Step on green. Jump on red. Attack on white. Make your own goddamn CMs. We're tired of this. Yo, that's kind of sick. That's really cool. I mean, if this is all they show, then this is all they show. This is actually kind of sick, so. Oh my god. Chat, make me a base. Oh dear lord, there are going to be some insane creative spaces. Oh, it's going to take forever to make my house. I'm going to have to make a hot spring, and it's going to take so long. Portable holograms, what's this? Anywhere in the city is on the field. What's one of those? You can just stick things on the ground. I have more use for stamps now, I guess. Do other people see these holograms? Or is it just you? Yeah, it's basically sprays. But also like 3D versions. Cell shading? Oh my god, what the fuck? That looks so much nicer, excuse me? Okay, that was unexpected for sure. What? That looks so much nice. I mean, it's very stylized, but you can adjust the shadow density and you can adjust the cell shading. I can just animate the fuck out of my character. We're Borderlands now. This is Borderlands. It actually looks good. Yeah, and you can adjust it. We're Borderlands now. No, this is Borderlands. Dude, they fixed NGS graphics. Yeah, it's stylized now. This is sick. This looks really cool. Chat, this is what happens when you read the mangi. This is mangi mode activated. A new enemy type. What is this? Chat, I read the mangi, okay? Okay, so we have new enemy types. The Starless, I assume. Yeah. Okay. So it is small pieces of information, but it did basically show exactly what I thought. This kind of gives us an idea of where the evolution portion of NGS is coming. Version 2. Yeah, starts on June 7th. Now we even have a release date.
What did you think?
They're organic enemies. We have a new splash art. Version 2.
The Ultra Evolution update.
New stylized. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
New Genesis version 2.
No new areas. This is gonna. That's not. You're gonna see that until next month, dude.
Connect system will be available to the public for the first time. With this system, users can create a variety of ways to play and express themselves, with the only limitation being their own creativity. We are very much looking forward to seeing.
Chat, you're not going to see this sort of stuff in the first iteration. They're showing you where the game is going.
Portable hologram will be added as a new means of communication in the PSO2 series on top of our signature communication methods.
Now we know what they mean by evolution.
Cut-ins, and symbol art. Unlike the building materials and furniture in the creative space, these can be placed anywhere in the game, albeit temporarily, and will allow you to enjoy unprecedented communication and in-game screenshots.
Oh, you can just place them out in the world.
A cell shading feature will be added, introducing a new level to our ultimate character creation. Unlike most games with cell shading, this is a pseudo function that is applied only to the characters, and it can be toggled on and off at any time.
That might be a bit weird because it's only on characters.
We hope that you will enjoy NGS with a slightly different atmosphere to match your preferences. In addition, a new type of enemy emerges as a threat, and battles become even more intense. Although not introduced in the promotional video this time, a new story that continues from the recently released Chapter 5 is scheduled to be developed, as well as crossover quests with other works that we have never collaborated with before.
Oh?
We are also planning to deliver the PSO2 11th anniversary event in July, and a new type of quest content in August. So I hope you're looking forward to NGS version 2. Currently, the second anniversary event is underway, so there is a lot in the works on that front as well. We hope to see a great many of you logging into the game.
There's a lot
to
of
celebrate the
stuff.
second anniversary. Enjoy the events.
And that's really about it.
About version 2 with other users. In addition, as a little gift from the development team to commemorate the second anniversary, a short making-of video will be released every week for 6 consecutive weeks, starting on April 26th, to give you a little glimpse behind the scenes of NGS development.
Oh, that's cool.
Once again, thank you so much for always loving and enjoying playing NGS. Everyone on the development and management team will continue to work together to meet your expectations.
Oh, we already know where it went
Keep
wrong.
moving NGS forward as a service. We hope you will continue to stick with us.
We know where it went wrong.
Thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope to see you all again sometime soon. Thank you, Mr. Kimura, our series producer.
Yo, they took away the hot information from
We all
Hero.
hope you look
He had to
forward
announce the
PSO2
lukewarm information, and they took all the hot
version 2,
info.
Coming in June.
Braver buffs, they deleted every other class, and there's only
We'll have
Braver
even
now.
more details in the next broadcast, so please look forward to it. That's it for the update information I have for today. Moving on to the next segment.
Slayer renamed to Braver, exactly. They deleted every other class too.
For this segment, the NGS Operation Report, I, Hero Arai, select
That's pretty
questions
good.
and comments from players to bring to the development and live operations teams.
Though they said videos, I was expecting at least one more. Kind of sad about that, but that's fair.
The item catalog page that used to be on the official site was useful, and I would like to see it brought back.
Not a question,
Here's our team's
based
response.
request.
Since we stopped publishing the item catalog, we have continually received requests to bring it back.
Yes.
In response, we are planning to reopen the item catalog page in a simplified form, although it will not be exactly the same as before.
No, bring it back as it was before.
We plan to focus on newly released AC scratch tickets and publish a page with key information, such as thumbnail images of the prizes and item names, before
Okay.
the scratch tickets are released.
Oh, before they're released. Okay, even before
We
they're
have
released.
received many
That's
requests
solid.
around this issue. It will be reopened, albeit as a simplified version. So please hang in there for just a little
Should
while
real?
longer.
I mean, all questions are
Let's move on
cherry
to the
picked.
next
That's how all questions work.
For characters with larger physiques, the waist area of outfits bulges more than necessary. And it looks bad. Could you please
Oh my god, a based question.
Here is our
What?
team's response.
Based questions, dude.
In response to your request, we are planning to add a function that will allow for some adjustment of how clothing spreads over the waist area. Please note that this will be limited to NGS blocks. Thank you for your patience until this can be implemented.
Actually
That was your
based.
answer.
Actually
The way the
based.
system works. It can be difficult to get clothes to fit snug and tight. However, to the extent possible, this should help reduce bulging. Let's move on to the next
We're gonna have to have a base spec outfit. Or just never go back to
Could you
base.
please allow me to apply depth of field so that I can have more fun taking screenshots?
Alright, this question is about as lukewarm as it
Here
gets.
is our team's response.
Don't give a shit. Don't care. The other two questions were based. This
We
one
are planning
sucks.
to add a function to enable depth of field outside of event scenes as well.
Cool.
Thank you for your
Yay.
patience in the meantime.
Better screenshots.
That was their answer. This is another request.
Screenshot is also
received for
losing
a
it. Yeah,
while
exactly.
now. I look forward to seeing it in the game.
Those last two
Let's move
questions were
on to
pretty
the next
based.
question.
I'll give you that.
Due to the large area over which enemies spawn during PSE bursts in some combat sectors, you have to move all over to defeat each enemy. Do you have any plans to address this? Here is our team's response.
Eh.
Since the spawn area of enemies during PSE bursts differs in each sector according to the terrain, we plan on reviewing the enemy spawn area in the future.
That's
That
alright.
was their answer. Let's move on to the next question.
Just use your fucking movement skill.
How will I get building materials and furniture for my creative space?
Now, this is actually just a made up question. No one asked about this. They just wanted to give you an answer to
Many
this.
build parts, the main building materials, will be able to be purchased using new in-game points called Genesis points. You can earn Genesis points through gameplay, primarily by completing tasks related to the creative space. In addition, when parts of furnishings from PSO2 are released with NGS specs, in many cases they will be sold directly in the SG shop. Other than that, we plan to release other parts that can be obtained through the login bonus, SP scratch tickets, SG scratch tickets, and so on, although the percentages for these parts will be low. Furthermore, some special parts and collab-related parts will be made available via the AC shop and AC scratch tickets.
It's just fun. This is just
These
fun.
only.
This is
We
just
plan to
end
make
fun
free
plus.
registration tickets that can be put up for sale in the personal shop.
It's
That was
just
their answer.
fun points.
That's all for our Q&A today.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Moving
I mean,
forward,
cool, but still
I will
funny.
continue to select and bring your questions and feedback to the development and
They should have named it
operations
Fun
team
Points.
and share
They
their
didn't want to
answers.
admit that they were adding back Fun Points
Please
into
also let us
NGS.
know your thoughts about this show and the game with the hashtag NGS headlines.
That's too
on
funny,
Twitter
dude.
And other
That's
platforms.
way too funny.
Moving on to the next
There's no
segment.
fun in NGS is no longer a thing. The joke is dead. Fun is now Genesis.
Information.
After 2 years, fun has become Genesis.
Now let's move on from updates and talk about some other NGS related info.
That's so funny.
I'm sure it will get you even more excited about the
For those
game.
guys in Discord, by the way, I'm going to post a picture of my cat because he is just ridiculous right now.
Starting May 10th, we'll be holding part 2 of our NGS second anniversary campaign. Continuing the theme set in part 1, special daily tasks will be available for you to collect star gems, and you can get up to 2 exclusive tickets every day to use on the second anniversary Thankful Scratch ticket. You can get one of these exclusive tickets by logging in with a character that is at or above a specific
It's an
battle.
IRL chat, by the way.
You can get the other ticket by completing all the daily tasks for that day. You can earn up to 54 tickets during the period, so don't forget to hop
Yeah,
on and
Q&A,
earn them
pretty
each
based.
day. The third campaign, starting May 24th, will feature a limited time login bonus. With this bonus, you can earn luxurious items such as an N-color change pass and both Photon Chunk 2A and 2B. Next, we would like to introduce the NGS character election, scheduled to start May 10th. To celebrate the release of Chapter 5 of the main story, an election will be held for the characters that appear in NGS. Please cast your vote for your favorite character out of those who have
What's
fought
this then?
alongside you or supported you during the main and side stories.
If chat
The character
spams
with the
Aina,
most votes will later be
I'm
used
calling the
as our
FBI.
motif for an in-game item.
y'all gonna be like that one guy from when
We'll announce it on the official
when they
site
were
and
announcing
Twitter
NGS that was like
so
he was a
don't
fan
miss
of
out.
Aina and her tan.
That's all for this episode of NGS Headline. Please share your thoughts and feedback on this program and the game using the hashtag NGS Headline. Together, we can make NGS an even more fantastic game. As a representative of the users, I will continue to work with the development team to make NGS a more enjoyable game for everyone. And I look forward to your continued support.
And we will always support you, Hiro.
The next episode of NGS Headline will be on Tuesday, May 30th. We'll have oodles of info to share with you about NGS version 2 coming in June.
Because that's exactly how it works.
Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Now then, ARCs, I'll see you at the next NGS Headline.
Thanks for watching here on Tuesday night. I'll see you on next NGS Headline. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, so let's go over our thoughts. Now that you guys have seen the headline, you see it, you understand the headline, you've seen all the information, you understand what I'm saying, right? What happens in these, it's always two parts. It's always show, slight idea of what's happening, and then actual content. Go back and look at the headlines for Slayer. We saw a tease of what Slayer is, and then we actually saw what Slayer was, including a couple extra videos. They showed us some skills, they showed us abilities, they showed us tons of stuff about Slayer in the following headline. This one is about version 2. So they've shown us what Ultra Evolution is. Ultra Evolution, in case anyone kind of missed how that process works, they've completed what they wanted NGS to be at launch. When the plans they had at launch. They had specific plans of what they were going to release and what they were going to do, and all of those plans have been completed. Ultra Evolution is now the next step of what the game is becoming. It's its second year version. The beta basically is over. The base story is done. What they wanted to do, we're now moving into a new step in NGS. That's what they were looking for, right? That's what they were going for. That's what Ultra Evolution means. The biggest focus was on creative spaces, which they said the focus is on creative spaces. That's fine. But it doesn't mean that it was only creative spaces. We saw other things as well. So we saw creative space stuff, right? We also saw stuff to be set up in the actual world. So portable holograms, sprays. We saw cell shading and how it's going to apply to our characters. We saw the new enemies showing up, the Starless. Dope. And then we see the splash screen for the actual game. The NGS version 2 starts June 7th. Cool. And then we see the Starless enemies. Organic looking enemies actually too, which is interesting. Actual organics. Nice 1.0 releases here. Well, not really, no. 1.0 release is finally done. We've done 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. We're officially going into 2.0, basically. Yeah, this is essentially ARR. This is a Realm Reborn. We're now moving into the 2.0 release. Outerwear stonks went up. Outerwear stonks have skyrocketed. Also, this splash screen looks kind of sick, chat. This splash screen looks kind of sick, chat. It's looking kind of sick with it. I love how they included all of the new classes. Braver, Bouncer, Slayer, Waker, and NGS Ash. Splash screen screams Fortnite. Cell shading is not. Fortnite's not the only thing to do cell shading. It's not the only one to do cell shading. For fuck's sake, it's not all Fortnite, chat. All you nerds and everything is Fortnite. It's all Fortnite flossing. Fortnite building, I'll give you that. And I feel like more dynamic, more intensive Fortnite build. Someone in Discord, someone said cell shading. Wow, Genshit clone. Well, you should just understand. This is why the mute button's fantastic, chat. You just mute idiots like that and move on with your life. Not worth. All right, now you huff copium. Huff copium. Hit a gritty for it. I ain't hitting the gritty. this is not D2. I ain't hitting the gritty on my enemies. This is all great, but I'm a little disappointed by the lack of solid content showing outside of the new Starless bosses. Copium next month? Why the hell would they show you anything to do with getting hype right now when they can pack that all into next month with the next week releasing all of the content? They will never do that. It will never happen. 1,000 times over, you will never see the cool shit 2 months in advance. It will only be the month beforehand. Do you see what GWiz meant? No, GWiz didn't mean anything specific. She said the same thing that happens every single time. Every single NGS headline. We see a small taste of what's to come. The actual meat is in the following one. Which is exactly what I said. A small taste of what's to come for the update, what Ultra Evolution actually means, what the next update actually means, and then what the actual update is the following month. This is what we're talking about. GWiz meant these kind of expectations. She could have said nothing, and it would have meant the same thing, because why? They do this every single time we have a headline. If you expect anything else, you are quite literally making yourself upset. You're doing it to yourself. Every single headline. Every time. This is what to expect. This is basically like, this is the trailer for the next headline. Be hyped for next headline. The next headline's actual content. And you know why? Because usually within a week, that new content comes out. So they get you hyped the first week, you're hyped all week to play and get prepared, and then the next week, bam, you're gonna play the content. That's how it goes every fucking time. Either that or like the next day. One of those things. Press the like button. You're absolutely correct. We like this. Plus, this was mostly creative spaces, which is what they said. Word for word. Insight is part of June's update and focuses mostly on creative spaces and the update aspect of the Ultra Evolution update. The update aspect of the Ultra Evolution update. What the update actually is. The aspect of the update. I mean, I don't know how else to explain that one. I have no idea what else to say on that. Anyway, thoughts on the actual update. This looks cool. This at least gives us an idea of what to expect. They took the time to, I mean, there are a couple things I do like about what they're doing in these updates. One, we're not being fed BS, right? At least they're being straight up about these things. With the anniversary, they quite literally said, this is just the previous anniversary with more enemies added into it, a specific enemy being a guarantee, so it should be more lively. Dope. With this here, they talked it through with us, right? And I might do a separate video on this, going more in depth, but the TLDR was that, hey, look, we had more expectations of what we would be able to accomplish. And then when we got started, we realized that we were shooting way too fucking high, just way too high. There's no way we could meet those expectations. So a lot of it was us cleaning up a mess that we created ourselves, which takes a lot of balls to admit that as a developer. This is on the level of what I would expect from like Yoshi P and from the Final Fantasy 14 community, when they make an expectation for themselves of, we're going to do this, and then it doesn't work out, and they're like, holy crap, we're sorry, it didn't work out. That's why there are games like this that I can be like, all right, you know what, I'm all in. I'm down to go ahead and stick through with it, because at least you're upfront. Now, if we're having this concept and this conversation every single update, and it's happening month after month or year after year, then yeah, now we're working in the territory of like, maybe y'all are just not really reliable. But they took us behind the shed. I'm assuming this is the previous producer or the previous developer, director. This is a meme that I missed somewhere down the line. Either way, They were like, hey, look, this was our goal, this was our expectation, and it just didn't meet what we were going for. Episode 1 to 4 director. I see. This was like, they were like, all right, we didn't meet that expectation. We've now released everything that we wanted to do to begin with. Now we're moving into something new, and we've been working on stuff this entire time. And you know what, man? I'm with it. I'm with it, honestly. This, now, I personally am not going to use this to its advantage. There's no way. I will never make things this complicated this well. My brain doesn't work that way. However, there are plenty of people that are going to do some really, really cool stuff with this, and I'm going to enjoy a lot of it. I will run into your rooms that have these races. We will go check out these different, we will go check out these different types of rooms. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember the name of it, chat. Escape rooms. We'll go into these escape rooms and things like that. Like, these are going to be awesome. These races, right? With different hazards, custom races, like all this is really cool. This sort of stuff is important and fun. If streams on 14 can be a house viewing stream, so can this one. I mean, yeah, we can have streams where we just go look at people's houses, co-op puzzles, races, and things like that. This is awesome. And the thing is let the players make this stuff. You guys make it. Yeah, okay, we can have official ones, but let players do this stuff, man. This is awesome. I am very much excited for what I've seen as far as this goes. Now, on top of that, we have one other thing that's very important to realize, chat. What this told us, now, even though this didn't tell us what Ultra Evolution is going to contain, this told us what Ultra Evolution is. Ultra Evolution is the next step for PSO2 NGS. It is the next version of the game itself. It's got, it's got a new section of storyline coming in. It's got a new section of quest type coming in. They said quest type specifically, right? They didn't say it's got one new quest coming in. It said one new quest type is being added as well. That doesn't mean that we're not going to get more quests and more pieces of content in general, like different combat zones or things like that. That just means that there is a new quest type that will be added in. Will people get banned for making loot things? There's already a system put in place for people to blacklist and block people who are putting up inappropriate things in the first place. So I'm sure something like that will be added into this as well. But like, all these things are going, like, we don't know exactly, right? So like, take it with a grain of salt. We know what we've been told. We know a new quest type is coming. We know that all these things are coming, which is super sick. And we know they put an emphasis on, we completed the 18 weapons that we wanted to have in the game. They say 18 18 weapons. They completed the 18 weapons they wanted to have in the game, as if they were trying to say that they wanted to work on more, or they wanted to change something with them. They made an emphasis of talking about that specifically. So I'm down. That sounds awesome. If that's the case, right? That's speculation. Let's leave that where it is. That's speculation. But as far as the update itself goes, this is sick. I think I'm most excited, unironically, for the cell shading. I want to make my character anime. I want to make my character anime. Honestly, this is super cool. And the fact that you can adjust the cell shading, so it's like you can have intense amounts of it or you can have enough of it. I'm actually curious. I wonder if this affects how you view other people in the world or how they see your character. Like, does your cell shading affect their cell shading? Or does their cell shading only affect their characters? Or does your cell shading only affect your character? Because I mentioned that you see it in cutscenes too, right? So I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. I want an option to cell shade everyone else too. I want all people to be cell shaded, if that's the case. Shiva can remain gone. Shiva's story was completed. Leave Shiva alone. Shiva's story was quite literally people not leaving her alone. Leave Shiva alone. Leave that girl alone. Leave her alone. I wonder if particle effects can be cell shaded too. That'd be interesting to find out if they can cell shade particle effects. We'll have to see. Obviously, they weren't satisfied with the art direction of the game previously, so they're adding more to it. Yeah, like, look at some of these outfits. This with cell shading looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. Yeah, the thing is it'll have to be optimized. So I'm sure there'll be some growing pains with it, as is almost anything else. Yeah, like this looks super sick. Look at that. That looks cool. It looks more stylized. It looks like they're taking the game in a specific direction from a stylistic standpoint, but still giving the option for the original one. Now, this does have its own can of worms you have to deal with, right? When you give the option for both, you offer in levels of complication. So things like, you know, optimization is going to cost, like, is going to mess with character design, things like that. Is going to mess with, like, and break story, break immersion, things like that. These are other things you introduce when you give options for stuff. So it depends realistically on what they are going to be doing, or how they're going to be working with this. Because realistically speaking, you have to remember that a lot of what broke in the beginning of NGS had a lot to do with porting over so much stuff from base PSO2, where the option was between NGS and base PSO2. Things broke consistently. Outfits broke. The way characters review, like, my skin tone broke for weeks. Like, I'd go pale white immediately out of nowhere, and that happened multiple times, and that does take time away from the actual game itself. So when you have these layers, the complication, not really, it's just the oil slider. But for cell shading, I don't think it's always that. I mean, I'm also not a game dev, and I'm also not a game dev of this game, so to assume anything is just XYZ, flip switch or move over, is something I'm never going to make the assumption. I just like the fact that cell shading is going to be available and it's going to be an option. But it's going to be interesting to see how well they deal with it. Yeah, they spent so much fixing and adding in the early days. Yes, they did. They spent a lot of time fixing broken shit in the early days. A ton. And we sat through all of it, man. We sat through all of it. But I digress. At this point, we're fanboying and rambling on. So we're going to go ahead and end the video here, at least on YouTube's end. Chat, say goodbye to YouTube. Stop fighting with yourselves for 5 seconds. Say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, let me know how you guys feel about the content you've been seeing. I'm actually really excited for the future NGS. Before, I was like, I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know what we have in store. I mean, I'm, level expectations. My expectations now, they're moving up, right? Before, people were talking about, well, keep your expectations low. Now my expectations are moving up, because now we've seen what they're intending to do for the most part. Now I got to see what it is they actually are going to do. So this is me from the past. Yeah, those of you guys who watch these videos after the fact, even after you've already hung out with us during this, I appreciate you guys. But this video is probably going to be a long, I think it's like an hour-long video. So if you made it all the way to the end, you're awesome. You're a real one. Much appreciate you guys. I mostly am concerned for, the PS4 people and the Xbox One people. I don't know how, I think some of these are just not going to be options on those consoles, honestly, is what I think is going to happen. But anyway, guys, like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more, and I'll see all you wonderful individuals next time. Take care, everyone. Peace out. All right. Holy shit, chat. That's awesome. I'm actually very excited. This is why I say don't just downplay and not expect anything, because I was like, adequate expectations, like, level expectations, and this blew it out of the water. Absolutely blew that out of the water. Cell shading was not expecting. Creative Spaces continuously, I don't know what they're doing with Creative, whoever the team is that is on Creative Spaces, give them a raise and let them design the rest of the game. Because every single time I think to myself, okay, this is kind of cool, I like Creative Spaces, this looks dope, like, what realistically could they add to Creative Spaces? Like, what could they even give us in Creative Spaces? They just come out with some other insane shit. I'm like, what is this? What the fuck? Like, every single time. The only downside is Fixa. Yes, I agree 100%. Fixa still has a conversation that needs to happen, but we'll take what we can get, man. Sometimes game devs just want shit that we don't. And we don't have to accept it, but we do have to, we don't have to understand it, but we do have to accept it at some point. It's only for Warframe Dojos, but turned to 11. Yeah, it's Warframe Dojos without the annoyance of rooms. That's basically what it is. Imagine a Warframe Dojo, but the entire space was usable by everything. Time to make Mario Kart, dude. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be hilarious to see what people are actually going to make. I'm legitimately 110%. What was it? I'm impressed. I'm legitimately impressed. Much to Minecraft levels of creation, actually, yeah. Yeah, everyone, don't expect much for June today. Realistically, well, it was all amazing. It was actually really good. Unironically, actually really good. It wasn't a lot, but it was sick. Let me make a PvP room. Yo, if you can actually make a PvP room in the creative spaces, and that's how they add in PvP, that's hilarious. You can just punch each other, dude. That would be sick. Let us spawn enemies. Yo, imagine if they let us spawn like a training dummy. Imagine if like if a training dummy could be spawned. That would be amazing. Give us a training dummy in creative spaces. Let us actually test our DPS in creative spaces. That would be amazing. I would take that 110%. 13 times out of 10, that would be what I'd take.